Good morning, everyone. We are going to begin our media availabilities for today. We are now joined by Kyle Larson, driver of the number 5 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Kyle, you were fastest in practice yesterday. What do you hope to learn today for Xfinity and for Cup?
I don't know. I mean, obviously I get excited about qualifying here because we've done so well in it the last handful of years, and then excited to run the Xfinity race later on just to try and learn as much as I can. I qualify well here, but I don't typically race the best. So there's still a lot of areas to improve on and get better. So I'm excited for the opportunity and hoping for a good weekend.
Awesome. We'll go ahead and open it up for questions. If you have one, please raise your hand and we will get a mic over to you. We'll start down here with Claire and then go to Bob.
Kyle, I know you're a humble guy, but after practice yesterday in Xfinity, a lot of people were saying, oh boy, everybody was picking Kyle Larson here, and you're kind of bringing it down a little, looking ahead to qualifying, kind of keeping your head at it. But did you think the effort was really good yesterday in Xfinity, and are you feeling like you're going to be really strong today?
I mean, I know we'll have a shot for sure. I don't get too overly excited because I think I was like 1.2 seconds faster in practice at Road America too, and I wasn't even the fast car in the race and got beat. So, I don't know. I just this is the first time for a lot of the guys here, so I know the spread will get much tighter after they have a night to sleep on it. So, I mean, regardless, I know that 17 car is fast every time it hits the track. So you're gonna have a good shot to have a good run.
Bob Hockers, Fox Sports. I have two. The first, with no cautions at the stage ends, does that make things a lot simpler for you, or do you not really get into tire strategy and just pit when Cliff tells you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just go until they say to come in. So, but I think yes, it makes things more simpler. It makes qualifying even more important. I think because hopefully you qualify well and the race could potentially run out. I know that won't happen, but I mean, you just have a better shot of staying towards the front rather than with the stages and stage breaks before, if you stay out, then you're restarting like 20 something and it's just hard. You're in the hornet's nest. So it should be a little bit more straightforward, hopefully, but depending on when cautions fall, it can still get, kind of mixed up.
And NASCAR announced more changes to the cars effective for Atlanta based on their reconstruction of your wreck with Priest. So I'm curious if you've seen the changes and any thoughts on how NASCAR went about figuring those out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an engineer, so I don't know. Like, I can't look at it and really give you an opinion on how well they did with the changes or what. But I'm very happy that me being in that wreck at Talladega and seeing how close it got to being really bad, seeing them go straight into action and compile data, make quick moves on it on improving the safety was something I was happy to see. So I think it's a great thing and great to show, great for them to move along quickly.
We'll go in the back to John.
John, newbieheavy.com. From the outside looking in, it appears that the drivers have a little bit more excitement about, Sonoma because it doesn't have that inherent chaos of like Indianapolis. Is that true from your perspective as well?
Sure. I mean, I think there's a little bit of that. Yeah. I mean, there's no like 90-degree or whatever, corner right out directly after a restart. So, I think this is a more kind of true road course race than the newer ones on our schedule. But I think everybody looks forward to Sonoma because of the area and the region that we're in and the stuff to do outside of the racetrack as well. So, but then the racetrack is flowy. It's got pace fall off, which is a lot of what we like as drivers. So, it's just a good track.
Okay, and then as someone who's won here, I mean, do you have a layout that you prefer?
I like the layout with the carousel, personally. but I think for viewership wise, I think for the fans, I think this layout's a little bit better maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I like the carousel because you can kind of reshape that corner a few different ways and set people up either, for the next braking zone, stuff like that. Where, like turn 4, how it is now, it's not really very easy to pass. It's kind of a fast corner too. And then, that leads into turn 7, which is a passing zone. But I just feel like there's a little bit more room for mistakes with the carousel, with it being really bumpy getting in, and you can kind of reshape that corner and set up some passes. But, yeah, like I said, I think viewership-wise, it sounds like it's maybe better this way.
We're going to actually go to Zach right here and then over here. Yeah.
Zach Sterniolo, Nascar.com. Kyle, how have you grown as a road course racer throughout your career? Obviously, you've got the pole here a couple times. You've won here and Watkins Glen. How have you adapted as a road course racer from where you started to where you are now?
Yeah, I don't know. I've always qualified well at road courses. Coda's probably the only one that I don't really qualify that good at. For whatever reason. But yeah, I don't know. I've always qualified well, and then when I was at Ganassi, I didn't race good at all. Especially here, we would qualify on the pole and then run like 20th in the race. Watkins Glen, I would qualify good, and we could race better there. But since I got to Hendrick, I still qualify well, and our race car is good. So I'm not sure like where I've developed. I think our race cars are just really good and can kind of handle me being crazy and abusing my tires and stuff. But I don't know. I look forward to road courses just because it's different, it's fun, and it's something I feel like I'm good at.
Hi, Kyle. Bill Sessa from the Napa Valley Register. On Thursday, one of the drivers said that because has so few passing opportunities, that you almost have to be aggressive to try and create some passing zones somewhere on the track. How do you balance being aggressive on a racetrack with being cautious at a track where it's pretty narrow and you've got a lot of tire wear?
I don't know. Every road course is tough to pass on, so I'm not sure. Honestly, I feel like there's maybe a little more passing zones here than some others. Like Watkins Glen, kind of turn 1 maybe. The bus stop's really tough to pass into. That's it, really. Turn 1's kind of your only passing zone there, good passing zone. Where here you kind of got a little bit in 4. 7 obviously is really good. 11's obviously really good. Restarts and stuff. You can make some moves, off of 8 to 9, off of 2 to 3. So I feel like there's more passing zones here if your car's good. But hell, ovals are tough to pass on too, so it's just racing.
Are there any final questions for Kyle? All right, we'll wrap up here with Bob.
Bob Parker's Fox Sports. They kind of patched an area near turn 3 and then by the curb in turn 8. And I'm curious, during Xfinity practice, did you notice much difference in those areas?
I thought that in 3 you'd feel the new patch, but I didn't really feel a grip change there, which was kind of nice. And then 8 is where I think they added it right next to the curb, and again, you're like off. You don't really have much weight on your left front tire right there, so you don't feel the grip of the patch. But I don't know. Maybe as it rubbers in 3, maybe you'll feel some grip there, but it didn't feel any different, so it was fine.
All right, Kyle, thank you for your time. Good luck
Yep,
today and tomorrow.
thanks.